Hi guys, welcome to another ProFS video. Today we'll be looking at flying a circuit in the PMDG 737. Now a circuit isn't something we do every day in the 737. Actually most of the time it's being done during the type rating or just after for cadets or new pilots to the aircraft type to get a feel of how the aircraft actually handles in the real world. And they tend to do like 5 or 6 circuits and landings in different flap configurations. And the last one you can select different types of reverse, from idle reverse, second attempt to full reverse, just to see the effects of each of that. As such, there isn't a real set standard. Boeing does have some advice in the QRH and flight crew training manual on circuits, which airlines adapt to their own needs. So for us, we're at runway 24 in Edinburgh. It's nice and quiet today, so they're letting us do some circuits. What we're going to do, we'll start here, take off with flaps 5. At 400 to 500 feet, we're going to start a right-hand turn. And we're not going to do a crosswind leg, it's just going to be a continuous turn straight to downwind because we're a jet going probably around 160 knots at that stage. If we try and do a crosswind leg, we're just going to end up miles from the airport. Once we're on the downwind, we'll get the aircraft nicely and trimmed at 2,000 feet. And then once we've beamed the landing threshold, we'll start a timer for 35 seconds minus any tailwind component we have. Once the time's up, we're going to go gear down, flap 15, and start the landing tracks. Once 50 seconds is up, we're going to make a right-hand turn, start a 500 feet per minute descent with flap 25. Halfway through that turn, we're going to then go flap 30 or flap 40, complete the rest of the landing tracks. Once the trend vector, and that's a little white line I'll show you guys later when we're turning, that comes out of the nose of the aircraft, it just predicts where the aircraft's going to be in the next 30 seconds. So once that's nicely touching the extended centerline for runway 24, we'll start the turn to final. And this will be a visual approach. We've got the ILS tuned just to give us some help. It's always handy if you've got any nav aids or anything, just to use them for information really. Because it's a visual maneuver, we use visual landing minima, which is for us 500 feet above the ground, so 636 feet for today. And that's about it. So we'll start now. Being cleared for takeoff, so we'll start setting 40% in 1, get the engines nice and stable. Once they're stabilized, set the takeoff power, which is the green bug. $80 knots.
V1.
V1.
Rotate V2.
Nice gentle rotation up to about 15 degrees. Positive rate, go up. 400 feet, let's start that right turn. Between 25 and 30 degrees angle of bank, keeping 15 degrees nose out. Going to reach the level off very quickly because it's so low. So get ready to start reducing the power. We're looking for between 165 to 180 knots for downwind. Probably around 62%, something around there. And then rolling out into downwind. Getting back to 2000. Almost have beamed the landing threshold now, so get ready to start the clock. Okay, beam, start the timing. We got 13 knots tailwind, so we'll call it 14. Half of 14 is 7, so take 7 seconds off 35 is 28. So at 28 seconds, we go gear down, flat 15. 25, 26, 27, 28, gear down, flat 15. And then the pilot monitoring repeat landing checklists. For us, it's just going to be putting the start switches to continuous because they're still in from takeoff. And then verifying that the flaps are at 30 or 40 once you select them. So coming up on 50 seconds now. So 50 seconds, start a right turn, flap 25. And 500 feet per minute descent. Now you can see the trend vector sticking out. It's that white line sticking out on the navigation display. We want that to start intersecting the magenta line for the extended track at the runway. And once it's touching it nicely, we can continue the turn to final. If we're a bit further out, we can just level off to intersect better, but today's looking really good. We can probably keep the turn straight on to final. It's intersecting nicely. So go flap 30. Yeah, look at that, almost perfectly on the glide. So it works out really well, that 500 feet per minute. If you can keep it. And there's the runway. So looking outside all the time, quickly glancing back inside just to check how we're doing with reference to the other nav aids. But we look okay, so just keep looking outside as much as possible. I know it's tempting for flight sim pilots just to look at the ILS, because that's all they tend to use, but this is a totally visual maneuver. Check to 1,000. Runway's nice and stable in our windscreen, it's not moving up or down too much, and we're pretty much on centre line as well, so it's looking good. Coming up to the minima soon, so keep analysing, making sure we're on the correct speed, profile, path, but it's all looking really good. Quickly glancing back inside, yeah, look, bang on the localization of the glide, so that's nice. Plus 100, so thinking about making the go or no-go decision. It's looking like it's going to be continue. Up the runway, height looks good, speed looks good. Minimums, so we're going to try and land. And remember, there's no speed brake, no auto brake, no reversals. We're going to touch down, select 50% in one, so we can do a touch and go. Retract to flaps 15, and then rotate. Once we're at 400 feet, we'll select flaps 5 and start the turn just as before. Okay, set 50% in one, flat 15. Green bug speed. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up.
Bank angle.
$400 feet, flat 5. Start that right turn. See if I can level off a bit better this time. reset the clock. Getting ready to pass a beam. Passing a beam, starting the timer again. Again, 28 seconds. Worked out nicely for us before, so no reason not to do it again. Wind's the same. And this time we'll make it for a full stop. So auto brake 3, on 3 brake. Coming up on 28 seconds. 25, 26, 27, 28, get down, flat 15. And then the landing checks, we've got start switches, continuous, recall, check, speed rate on overnight, landing gear down 3 gains, auto brake level 3, and then holding at flaps. 50 seconds, flat 25, right turn. Descend 500 feet per minute. Train vector is looking like it's going to nicely intersect the line again, so we can continue to turn around. Lap 30. And there we go, nicely on the glide again. Localizer's coming in, continue to turn. Just overshoot it just a tiny bit. That's okay. Come back and get it. And there we go, out visual again. And it's looking nice, perfect. Nicely configured already. We've still got 3 miles to go. Looking outside all the time, trying to keep that threshold in the same position on the windscreen, about halfway up from my viewpoint. Keep quickly glancing back at your speed all the time and double checking your other instruments, looking at the glide, the localizer, making sure you're tracking nicely. But we're mostly looking at plus 100, so looking nice and stable again, no reason why we shouldn't continue. And brakes, make the runway easily, and take the next turn off. And that's it. That's how you do a circuit in the 737. It's quite busy, especially if you're on your own. You normally have a pilot monitoring who's doing all the checks for you. You can set the heading bugs, do your timing, stuff like that. But on your own, yeah, it's quite a lot of work. Hopefully you learned something today. It's good fun to practice. It makes your hand flying skills really sharp, and it's good for your scan as well, scanning across the instruments all the time. Yes, it's great. I would definitely recommend doing it. It's going to make it a lot easier when you're trying to hand fly the aircraft in other aspects of online flight. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.